Inside every single one of us lies a power so immense that if we truly understood it, our lives would never remain the same again. This power is not something you need to search for outside, nor is it something reserved for a chosen few. It is already inside your mind, placed there as a gift, as a trust, as a secret that waits to be unlocked. The tragedy is that most people live and die without ever discovering it. They keep looking for answers in the world around them, chasing after wealth, recognition, or success, without realizing that the real treasure is buried within them. It is not about what you collect. It is about what you connect with inside yourself. Think about it for a moment. Your thoughts are not just whispers in your head. They are seeds. Every thought you water with attention grows into something. If you dwell on fear, that fear takes root and begins to shape your reality. If you dwell on hope, that hope begins to open doors that you once believed were locked. The mind is not a passive tool, it is a creator. It builds the lens through which you see the world. When that lens is clouded by negativity, everything seems dark. But when the lens is polished by positivity and belief, even the toughest challenges become opportunities. Have you ever noticed how two people can face the same storm, yet their experiences are completely different? One person crumbles, saying, "This is the end for me." Another stands tall in the same storm and declares, "This will make me stronger." What is the difference? It is not the storm. It is not the circumstance. It is the power inside the mind and how it is used. The secret is not that life becomes easier. It is that you become stronger because of what you allow your mind to hold on to. Your mind has always been more powerful than you think. Science tells us that we only use a fraction of our mental capacity. But beyond science, life itself shows us evidence every day. People who had nothing, who were told they would never make it, who were laughed at and dismissed, they rewrote their destinies. Not because they had resources handed to them, not because the world suddenly favored them, but because they chose to believe in the hidden strength within. They discovered that when you unlock the unseen power of your mind, the world begins to align in ways you never imagined. This hidden power is also deeply connected to the way you speak to yourself. If you tell yourself, "I am broken, I am weak, I will never rise," then that is the path your life will follow. But if you dare to whisper, even in your lowest moment, "I am capable, I am strong, I am guided," something shifts. It may not happen overnight, but little by little, your reality begins to change because your inner world is aligning with that truth. Your mind listens to your words, and your life follows your mind. And here is something even deeper. This secret power is not given for selfish gain. It is given to lift you so that you may lift others. It is given so that you can rise above your struggles and then extend your hand to someone else who feels trapped in their darkness. Your light is not just for you. When you unlock the treasure of your mind, you become a source of hope, a reminder that it is possible, a living testimony that transformation is real. So never underestimate what lies inside you. Don't bury it beneath doubt, fear, or excuses. Dare to unlock it. Dare to believe that you were created with strength, resilience, and brilliance. The hidden power inside your mind is waiting, and once you choose to release it, your life will never remain the same again. One of the most powerful secrets hidden inside your mind is perspective. You see, two people can go through the exact same situation, but one comes out broken while the other comes out stronger. What makes the difference? It's not the difficulty itself. It's how you choose to look at it. Perspective is the lens through which you experience life, and if you change that lens, you change your entire reality. Life is not about avoiding storms. It's about learning how to see them differently. When you see a storm, you can either curse the rain or thank it for watering the seeds you've planted. You can either look at your struggle as the end of your path or see it as the beginning of your transformation. That shift in perspective is the secret most people miss, and it's the one that was meant for you. Because the truth is, the world outside rarely changes. It is the world inside that transforms everything. Let me give you an example. Imagine someone who loses their job. For one person, it becomes a label of failure. They sink into despair, convinced that life has betrayed them. But for another, the same loss becomes an open door. They say, "This is my chance to build something new, something better." The situation is identical, but the outcome is worlds apart. Why? Because one saw loss and the other saw opportunity. That's the hidden power of perspective. It can turn endings into beginnings, pain into strength, and obstacles into stepping stones. Perspective is not about denying reality. It's about redefining it. It's about saying, yes, this hurts. Yes, this is hard, but I will not let this define me. I will let it refine me. When you adopt this mindset, suddenly, every difficulty carries within it a gift. The betrayal that broke your trust teaches you discernment. The failure that crushed your plans builds your resilience. The heartbreak that shattered your heart awakens your compassion. Perspective doesn't erase the pain. It transforms it into purpose. The truth is, perspective is the greatest secret weapon you already hold inside. Because no matter what the world throws at you, your perspective is yours. Nobody can take it from you. People can take away your position, your wealth, even your comfort, but they cannot control the way you choose to see your life. That's why some of the happiest people in this world are not the wealthiest, and some of the strongest are not the most privileged. They simply mastered the secret of perspective. They chose to see meaning where others saw nothing. And here's what happens when you shift your perspective: your energy changes. Instead of dragging yourself through life with bitterness, you begin to carry yourself with hope. Instead of waiting for things to be perfect before you're grateful, you start to see blessings in every imperfect moment. And once your energy changes, life begins to align in ways you never imagined. Because life responds to the lens through which you see it. So the secret is not to wait for life to be easy. The secret is to train your mind to see the hidden lessons within the hard times. The secret is to rise above temporary pain and fix your eyes on eternal growth. And when you begin to see this way, you'll realize that the struggles you once cursed were actually shaping you for the very future you prayed for. So hold on to this secret. Perspective is not just how you look at life, it's how you live it. And when you master this, nothing can break you. Because you'll always find a way to turn darkness into light. Sometimes, people look at their lives and wonder why things don't change, why success feels distant, or why happiness seems out of reach. And often, the answer is hidden in the way they've been using their own mind. You see, the mind is like a compass. It always points you in the direction of what you believe most strongly. If deep inside you carry the belief that you're unworthy, undeserving, or incapable, your mind will unconsciously push you toward choices and behaviors that reinforce those beliefs. This is the secret many people never realize. Your mind doesn't just store thoughts, it creates a framework for your life, and that framework dictates the limits of your experience. Think about it. If someone believes they will fail, they approach opportunities with hesitation. They speak with less confidence, they second-guess themselves, and when the first setback appears, they see it as proof that they were never capable. On the other hand, if someone believes they were created with potential, that belief pushes them to keep moving forward, even in the face of failure. They interpret setbacks as lessons, not as proof of defeat. The same situation, but two completely different outcomes, all because of what was living in the mind. The way you speak to yourself becomes the script of your life. When you tell yourself, I can't, your mind believes it. When you say, this is too big for me, your mind begins to search for ways to confirm it. But when you tell yourself, I will try, I will grow, I will rise, your mind works tirelessly to support that vision. That's how powerful your inner dialogue is. Every time you repeat a thought, your brain builds stronger connections around it until it becomes second nature. This is why changing your thoughts may feel difficult at first. You are rewriting the story your mind has rehearsed for years. But with persistence, those new thoughts begin to take root, and soon they reshape the way you see yourself and the world around you. There's another layer to this secret. The thoughts you carry influence the energy you project, and people can feel it. Have you noticed how some individuals walk into a room and immediately shift the atmosphere? It's not always about their words, but about the quiet confidence, the certainty, or even the hope they radiate. That energy draws opportunities, relationships, and possibilities toward them. On the other hand, if you carry negativity, fear, or bitterness inside, it pushes others away and creates invisible barriers in your path. This is why mastering your mind isn't only about personal peace. It directly affects the opportunities you attract in life. You must also understand that your mind will naturally try to resist growth. It's designed to protect you by avoiding risk, by holding on to the familiar, even if the familiar is painful. This is why so many people stay stuck in cycles. They are unknowingly trapped by the limits of their own thinking. The hidden power lies in recognizing that you are not your thoughts. You are the one who chooses them. And the moment you take control of what to focus on, what to believe, and what to feed your inner world, you begin breaking free from the patterns that once held you. Transformation doesn't begin outside. It always begins in the mind. That is where battles are fought and victories are won. And once you shift what's happening inside, the outside has no choice but to follow. The truth is, your mind has always been shaping your path, whether you noticed it or not. Now the choice is yours. Will you let it be the chain that holds you back, or the key that unlocks everything you've been waiting for? There comes a point in life when you realize that everything you've been searching for outside has actually been waiting within you all along. We spend so much time running after validation, after approval, after material success, thinking that once we achieve these things, we will finally feel whole. But the hidden truth is that your mind already carries the seeds of peace, strength, and greatness. It isn't about finding something new. It's about uncovering what's been inside you from the very beginning. Your mind holds a well of potential that often remains untapped because of the noise around you. Society tells you who you should be, comparisons tell you where you fall short, and past failures whisper lies about your worth. All of this builds a fog that blinds you to the incredible power within your own thoughts. But the moment you silence the noise and begin to pay attention to your inner world, you realize that you already possess clarity, creativity, and resilience. The secret has never been outside. It has always been in your mind. Think about it. Every great achievement, every invention, every life transformed started with a single thought in someone's mind. The difference between those who rise and those who remain stuck is not that one is gifted and the other is not. It is that one person believed in the voice within while the other ignored it. You may not see the path clearly, but your inner compass knows the direction. That is why when you listen to your intuition, when you trust your inner strength, doors begin to open that you never imagined. But this hidden power doesn't just reveal itself by chance, it requires nurturing. When you feed your mind with positivity, gratitude, and faith, that inner strength grows louder and stronger. When you let your thoughts be dominated by fear, anger, and doubt, that power becomes buried under layers of negativity. You have to choose carefully what you allow into your mind, because it becomes the soil in which your future grows. The question is not whether you have greatness inside you. The question is whether you are willing to unlock it. One of the most remarkable things about the mind is its ability to turn pain into wisdom. The struggles you've faced, the disappointments you've endured, the nights you've cried when no one was watching, all of that is fuel. Your mind takes those experiences and transforms them into lessons, if you allow it. Many people see pain as the end, but those who understand this secret realize that pain is actually the beginning of strength. You are not defined by what happened to you. You are defined by how your mind interprets it and what you choose to build from it. When you align your thoughts with who you truly are, someone full of purpose, someone created with meaning, someone capable of far more than they know, you begin to step into a new version of yourself. This is why the most powerful shift you will ever experience doesn't come from the outside world, but from the decision within your mind to finally believe in what has been there all along. So stop searching for the secret outside of yourself. Stop waiting for the world to hand you what you already carry. The truth is simple yet profound. The hidden power inside your mind has always been the key. And when you choose to unlock it, everything around you begins to change.